Hi, I want to welcome you to Math 105. Even though we'll be meeting on Wednesday, I thought I'd do a little brief intro video here and walk you through a few things and introduce myself. My name's Kara, and you can call me Kara or Ms. Lee. Either one is fine with me. And I use she or they pronouns, so either are fine with me. And I'm really excited you're going to take Math 105, and we're going to meet on Wednesdays. And if you're new to PCC, welcome to PCC. I think it's a wonderful school and I love teaching here. I'd like to show you how to get into our D2L shell in case you are brand new to PCC, and also just give you a brief overview of the class. There are a few things you can do before we meet if you'd like. There's nothing required before we meet, but I know a lot of people are anxious to get started, so if you are, you're welcome to do these things. So first I'll show you how to get in. I've logged into my PCC, and then there's a little computer icon in the upper right corner. It's probably behind my video. So click on that. It says D2L Brightspace when you hover over it. So if you click on that, that takes you to your personal D2L Desire to Learn Brightspace homepage. And my computer is being very slow. What's going on here? Okay, it's just very slow. So you might have some announcements up here. These, what we'll show here are all the courses that you are taking. In my case, the courses I am teaching. So I'm going to click on Math and Society right here. It is open for you, so you're welcome to look around early if you wish. And it takes you to our class homepage. Now there's a lot of good information on the class homepage. On the right, here's information on how to contact me if you have any questions. And then the fastest way to get to our class is this Zoom Classroom link. It's also my office hour link. So I use the same Zoom room for all classes and office hours. So feel free to click right here. That's probably the fastest way to get to class. I will also send you an email so you have it for the first day, so you know how to get to class on the first day. So here's my office hours listed and also some tutoring information. I'll be in the tutoring center on Thursday, so there's a way to get to that link right there. And then there's this welcome announcement where I will put this video right here. And also there's a video for MyOpenMath. It's just a little walkthrough that shows you how to set up your account. It's our free online homework system. A couple other tips down here, like uploading a photo for your profile and getting notifications. It's really nice to get notifications if you want to know when a grade is updated or someone replies to your discussion post or anything like that. Okay, so that's our home page, and then these tabs up across here are really helpful. Content is the one we'll use a lot. Discussions we'll use for our introduction discussion. Assignments we'll use throughout the term. MyOpenMath also throughout the term, our free online homework system. Here's a link to our free online textbook. Online rooms you may not need because I haven't set up a specific Zoom room for our class. I want to use the same link for office hours and class. So rather than go there, it's probably better just to go here to Zoom Classroom. If you want to see a recording though, if you miss a class or you want to watch something again, you can get to our recordings right there. Grades will show you all your grades in the class. Okay, so I just want to show you a couple quick content things. That you can do ahead of class if you would like to. Okay, so there is an intro to D2L module, which is optional if you've used D2L a lot. You probably don't need to do it, but if you'd like to review those, you're welcome to. Next is our syllabus and resources folder or module. These are called modules on the side here. Our syllabus is right here, which I also sent you in the email. And then just a lot of other links, handy things are in this resources page. Then files to print for the whole term. So some people have a printer at home and they want to just print as they go throughout the term. Totally fine. If you don't have one at home, or if you just prefer to bulk print everything one time, here are all the files for you to do that. So during the pandemic, a lot of people have been going to the libraries for pre-printing double check your library and see if they offer free printing or possibly printing for a fee. New this fall, our PCC libraries will be open starting the first day of classes. So they're not open this week before, but they will be open starting the first Monday. So you could go there and print. Right now they have kind of limited hours, 10 to 3, but that might change in future terms. So check out this link to double check their hours. So there are 4 files here. This one is all the class prep assignments, which is the notes that you'll be taking notes on during the videos. I'll explain that in just a second. Then all the assignments. So if you prefer to print and write on the assignments, that these are the ones to print out. And then we have a midterm practice and a final practice. These are kind of short. These 2 are both longer files. So you can print all that if you'd like to get started. And it's a lot of paper, so organize it, 3-hole punch it and organize it in a binder so nothing gets lost or mixed up or things like that. Now, if you prefer to type instead of handwriting, or if you use a screen reader, which a lot of students do, there are Word files in the next module below that. So these aren't for printing. These are for either typing, if you prefer to type when you take notes, or if you use a screen reader to listen to the files. Okay, so let me back up just a minute to this class prep because I didn't explain that at all. I want you to know that this is called a flipped class. Since we only meet once a week and there's not enough time to lecture during that time, I want to use that time for practice. So I have made already all of the lecture videos for our class, and they have captions also. So you can turn on the captions if that's helpful. And as you do that, you'll see me writing on paper. So I'll be writing my notes on things that are pre-printed. And these are all the files for you that are the exact same ones that I'm writing on in the videos. Let me show you what it looks like. So here you'll see it saves you some time in writing, so you don't have to write all this stuff. You don't have to write the tables. You just fill in the notes. So if you are able to print, I recommend it because it will save you a lot of writing and time. However, you can turn anything in on plain paper. Okay, I will accept anything written on plain paper. You don't have to write everything that's on here. Okay? Okay, so printing is the first thing that you might want to do ahead of time. Then the next thing you might want to do ahead of time, let me go into week 1. We're going to have an introduction online. So you've taken online classes or even remote classes before. You've probably done an online intro post. So this is where you introduce yourself. You get to put some kind of fun picture of yourself or something that you're interested in, and answer these questions so that we can get to know you. And then you'll be replying to at least 2 classmates. So the deadline for this isn't until Friday, but I just want to give you the chance, if you'd like to get started early, you can do that. Then week 1 class activities, we won't need this until actually in class. This is where it's not ready yet, but this will be where each group will have a Google Doc, and we'll have practice problems, activities, things like that inside the Google Doc. So we will do a lot of, we'll do some activities together as a whole class, and then a lot of it will be group activities in breakout rooms where you're working with each other, using your notes from the videos, and working on problems. And then I go around to all the rooms and help. Okay, so that's our class activity. And I gotta go back up here. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Practice just, playing around in here and seeing how to navigate it all. Okay, the other thing you might want to do early is the student information assignment. This just gives me some info about you, only things that you'd like to share, and it helps me get to know you, and that helps me make the class better for you. So this is a document that you can upload in this assignment folder. When you click on this, you'll see a place to upload it. Okay, so I think that's all that you might want to do to get started. Please feel free to look around. There aren't any videos to watch before our first class. There's nothing you have to do before our first class. But for the second class, and I'll explain this all on the first day also, for the second day and every week after that, you'll see video lectures and class prep. So the video lectures are the ones here. See that worksheet that I showed you before? So the videos will have me writing on the worksheets, or sometimes I had plain paper at the time. And that's what you'll be doing before class, but not before the first class. Okay? So I really look forward to meeting you. Get in, look around, make sure this feels like the right type of class for you. There are different classes that meet twice a week, and where the instructor lectures more in class, or maybe it's a combination of lecture and group work in class. This is designed to be a little more independent, where you watch the videos on your own time, and then we spend less time together, but it's really concentrated on practicing the material. Okay? Oops, one more thing you want to do before. Let me make sure I get that in our week 1. Go to content. It might be there and I just skipped over it, or I might have forgotten to put it in there. Oh, it is there. You can create your MyOpenMath online homework account. And that's what the next video is for. It'll show you how to do that. Okay, so watch the next video, and if you get stuck on anything, don't worry. Just come to class on Wednesday. And also, if you're on the wait list, come to class on Wednesday, and I'll see if there's a space for you. And I really look forward to working with you this term. I'm excited to meet you. Okay, see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.